Welcome, foolish mortals, to the best of Disney parks. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. Now here are your masters of ceremonies, Chip and Greg.
Hoy hoy everyone, and welcome to the best of Disney parks here at the Chip and Company Podcast Network, where we go over our park visits over the past week. But first, let me bring in the owner, the man who sent me to many places this week. The man who just got back from seeing all the amazing Halloween merchandise from Disney at, what is it, Home Depot?
Lowe's.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chip Confer himself. Chip,
Aloha.
how was Lowe's today, my friend?
It was pretty busy. They had the Halloween stuff out already, and then I ran into the merchandisers that were doing the Christmas stuff, and they're like, come back next week, please.
Oh, you didn't set up a deal and hey, come on my podcast. Let's talk about all the Lowe's Disney stuff.
No, because I was a merchandiser like them, and I had to set up all that stuff before, in the past when I did that job.
Yeah, and they just want to be left alone and do their job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anything cool?
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm not a huge Nightmare fan, so.
We just had a screaming match about that in my house over what was better movie, Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, or Halloween Town. 5 people, 5 different answers. So yeah, it was quite interesting.
I really like the Haunted Mansion blow up inflatable for the yard.
Yeah,
it's the Doom buggy with the 3 ghosts in it. It's probably my favorite.
I did see that on your Instagram post about it. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can't put up giant blow-ups on the front of my lawn. I have an HOA that does not allow it, but I would love to have Halloween. I miss Halloween up north in the fall with the leaves changing. It is still 92 degrees down here in the parks. It still rains every afternoon here. We've had some torrential weather going on. But on today's episode, we got New Dooney, we got rain, we have Toy Story in the UK, ghost candles, Grand Floridian stuff, and so much more here, Chip.
Hey, did it ever snow on Halloween for you up in Philly?
Yes, one year it did. It snowed on Halloween, and it was canceled. We had to do Halloween 2 nights later. Or no, it was a chance of snow, and they did it 2 nights early, and it ended up being, instead of real snow, it snowed for 20 minutes, and then it turned into that freezing rain that you only get up north.
Yeah, in Erie, we got snow quite a bit, so I remember snow.
Yeah, you also got that lake effect snow. It turns quickly up there. How is it in North Carolina?
It's nice. We don't really usually get snow until January or February. Yeah. If we get any at all.
I've made this joke before, and it's not really a joke, but I don't even know if my house has a heater. I've never turned it on. I've never tried it. I've never clicked it over. So I don't know if it works. I should probably get maintenance on that for this year when it gets really cold.
Out of habit, I still have the ice scraper and the brush in my car.
That is a great point right there. That is when I knew I lived in Florida, when I finally threw it away.
Yeah.
I was well, I don't need this anymore. So, listen, we're going to start at the parks this week, obviously, like we do every Wednesday here at the Chip and Company Podcast Network. This week is going to be a little different. We are going to be hopping all over the parks because this week, Chip, Joey helped us out in the parks a great deal. So there was 2 of us running around the parks. So if I'm describing something, it either came from her or I, and hopefully I'll be able to tell the difference, but it all blurs after a little while. So this is finally 2 people in the parks. We were able to cover more ground. So this week, Chip, I'm going to start off on personal stuff. I did. First off, we got over to the Polynesian Resort, and we obviously had to check the shops while I waited for Ohana because we had a reservation at Ohana that morning. But we did see the new DVC Spirit jersey. Have you seen that? It's just as
the
Disney
Halloween one?
Vacation Club. Yeah, the Halloween one. It's kind of black on top. It matches the Disneyland one. It matches the Disney World one. I do believe there's an annual pass holder one that came out. I don't remember seeing that. It's Mickey in his pumpkin pants.
Yeah.
And the three ghosts. I really, really enjoy Mickey in his pumpkin pants.
I got that for Lacey in Disneyland. Then. Not
Yes.
the Disney one, but
Yeah, you got the Disneyland one.
Yep.
Awesome. We did. So my grandkids were in town, and my daughter from Philadelphia, they had come down to visit. So we had the big family meal was at Ohana for breakfast. I'm a breakfast fan, so I was really happy. No characters.
Really, no Stitch.
No Stitch. No Mickey. No nothing. No ukulele walking around playing. But they sat me right at the front table so I could stare over and look at the Seven Seas Lagoon and see Cinderella Castle in the background. And I almost ignored everybody by just staring at the view the whole time. But it was wondrous. I got to be grandpa for a few days and just sit there at the head of the table acting like I knew what I was doing. When in actuality, Chip, I have no clue what I'm doing. But the grandkids jumped all over us. The service at Ohana, still top notch. I personally am a huge Pog Juice fan. Are you?
Yes. Pineapple, orange, guava.
Yeah. So I lived out in Maui, Hawaii for a few years, right as the Pog collection was going big. And Pog Juice started, I want to say at Maui at Haleakala Dairies. And all those Pog caps and everything came from that. But I've always been a Pog fan. So poor Holly, she has to make me Pog Juice from scratch because we can't find like Pog in one bottle out here unless you pay a lot of money. So she has one of those martini mixers just for Pog Juice in my house.
They don't sell it has like Donald Duck on the label and it's Pog Juice. They don't sell that down there?
I've not seen it. We've looked at most stores.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm going to be on the lookout. Maybe I can get it ordered from Amazon. It's only down the street. So
I've seen it at my local grocery stores here.
They're not here. You would think being by Disney, it would be there. Yeah, so Ohana, man, it was so great. The cast members there are top notch. They kept on refilling. I went through like 2 bottles of Pog Juice.
Did you get any to go?
I almost started stealing it. Like I wish I had, one of those like bladders. Still, I don't mean personal bladders, but like
a wood leg.
Yes, a wood leg. I just fill it up. Why are you shaking, sir? Pog Juice.
That's like very 80s. Remember, like in the 80s, they would joke about wooden legs all the time.
Yes, that and quicksand.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you heard a good quicksand joke? Why are we talking about quicksand and wooden legs? Anyway, let's get back on focus here, for this is going to be a long episode. I got over.
My best comeback growing up was your mom has a wooden leg and a kickstand.
I do. And then
that's so very northern.
Did you pull the psych? You're like, your mom's got a wooden leg with a kick. Psych. Come on, you did it. It. We all 80s. Did it. That was so. In your Cavaricis, you were you were Italian from that area too. You had Cavaricis, didn't you? The pants you had to roll up the little part of the leg.
Yeah, I had ones that with like Pittsburgh Steelers on them and all that stuff.
Yep. Anyway, I got over.
They were so wide at the top and then flaring down to the bottom.
Oh, man,
if I caught a good gust of wind, I would say I'd go like 3 or 4 miles per hour faster when I was running.
I could remember skateboarding with them on. You're like, I'm sailing. Like, you're the stupidest kid in the world. I was like, yeah. All right.
Yeah, with my fanny pack.
Did you fanny pack it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. You truly are. You and I, both 80s kids right there.
Forget about it.
Yeah. So after breakfast at Ohana, the kids and everybody went off to Epcot. I decided to go over to the Magic Kingdom, stop at the Grand Floridian first, because I was on the lookout. I had heard that the loungefly, the Grand Floridian loungefly, had come back. And lucky enough, it was there finally. And man, that bag is elegant and beautiful. It is one of the better loungeflies. I love that they do resort specific things. So if you're a Grand Floridian fan out there, trust me, try and see if you can find this bag. If you're down here, it is absolutely stunning. And
doesn't the Riviera have one as well?
Yes, which I actually have in my house because someone's wife around here was like, "Oh, I like those ears," and then a month later they came out with the bag and was like, "Go." She literally sent me to the Riviera the day it came out.
Oh, wow.
I didn't complain, man. It's still, I got a time at the Riviera and was able to grab a cupcake and sit at the coffee bar after I got it for her. But yeah, the Riviera has it. I don't know if any other, well, Contemporary doesn't have a loungefly. They just have everything else. So we tried over at Gasparilla Eatery. They had the
Island
black,
Grill.
Is it grill? What is it, bar and grill? No.
Gasparilla Island Grill.
Island Grill. Thank you, sir. I knew you'd figure that out. Gasparilla Iron
Grill.
Son of a gun. There it goes. The Black Flame candy corn cupcake from this, what is that? Hocus Pocus. So it was to mimic the Black Flame from Hocus Pocus. It was really, really good. It tasted like candy corn, but it had the Italian buttercream on it, and in it made it so good. And the Black Flame looked good. The whole cake itself, check out our Instagram. Really, I think it's one of Disney's better jobs this year. I'm not saying they did anything else bad, but this one just stands out. You cut it in half and boom, it looks like candy corn.
It looks like candy corn, or does it have candy corn in there?
It looks like candy corn. It does not have candy corn in there.
Okay.
It looks like candy corn. Unlike the candy corn ice cream, which has candied corn. Big difference. One is corn. It's corn, Chip.
Did you see we just posted that almond sweet corn cake recipe?
Yeah, how smart of Disney is that?
I don't know anybody that can make that, but
I'll try to. I just have to find like the corn molding.
Yeah, and then you need to cool it in between. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but I'll tell you what, we tried it back at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and we loved it. So that was the Chip and Co. take on it, that we loved it. Well, I loved it. I tried it. It was me.
It's probably the coolest looking. It's the coolest looking cake I've ever seen that looks like a piece of corn. Like when you posted pictures, I'm like, so they're selling corn? You're like, no, it's cake.
It is cake. Not only you, but the guy behind us when we bought it was like, oh, that's got to be a savory snack. That's not really a cake. It's corn. And we're like, yeah, no, it's a cake. And he was like, no, it's corn. I'm like, no, it's a cake.
No, it's cake. No, it's corn.
Yeah, it was like one of those. But yeah, the guy behind us ended up buying it because he was like, that's not cake. Looked amazing. Tasted really, really good. Sweet almond cake is what it actually is. Over at Magic Kingdom, because after the Grand Floridian, what else are you going to do? Then go over to the Magic Kingdom and enjoy some time. Very little time, actually, because there was really nothing going on. But we did see the new Coco, Disney, Dooney, and Bork collection. The new Coco, Dooney, and Bork collection is now in stock. Really, it came out for Latino and Hispanic Heritage Month, which is going on at Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Springs right now. So go check that out. There's a lot of other things too, a lot of good snacks and treats. Together, we are Magia.
I believe the correct term is Hispanic and Latin American Heritage Month.
I believe you are right. What did I say? Latin and Hispanic?
Latino and Hispanic.
Okay. Well, let's word it exactly how Disney words it. So, one of the cool things we did see was the new. Now, I don't personally need this. I already have blue hair, but the Hades from Hercules headband, light up headband is out now, Chip. It truly lights up like it's blue. So you can walk around Halloween time with blue hair. Or if you're me, everyday life. Only I need lights in my... Can I put LEDs in my hair and make it light up?
Sure, for Christmas. That'd be fun.
How about I go do the Christmas party like that?
Yeah. They sell those little battery-operated LED lights.
Yeah, my head will weigh 500 pounds, but it'll be lit up.
No, they're LEDs. They're not that heavy.
I'll be Hades at Christmas time.
There you go. I'd get the headband and then just wear that around.
But it matches my hair anyway. Like, it's not any different than my own hair.
Okay.
Other than lights. You think I'm... You know me. Okay.
Anyway. Your hair's not spiky like his is.
I could spike it. I could cut it like yours and spike it up. And then it'd be too short.
Do we really need another me?
No. No, we're good. You are one of a kind, my friend. Let's just keep it that way. I got over to Guardians that day. We got in, and by the time we got in there, you could still get a virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy, which I was like, what? Yeah, it was like 3:00 in the afternoon. Yeah, you could still get virtual queue. We got on. It took about an hour and a half for us to get on Guardians, but we did get on Guardians. We saved the galaxy again. Right as it decided the skies opened up on us and decided to pour. Like
tornado.
The worst storm I've seen. Every afternoon it rains. It's just a matter of how hard and what direction it's going to come. When it comes from the ground up, you know it's a bad storm. Or sideways. Sideways is never good. Sideways means that you're going to probably see like action in the skies. Well, apparently on that
I can't say I've ever seen rain come from the ground up before.
Yeah, when it's raining really hard, it comes up.
Is that in some alternate universe?
No, because it's raining so hard that it's bouncing off the ground and coming back up and hitting you.
I can't say I've ever seen that.
You never... If anybody else has seen that out there and knows what I'm talking about, drop us a line. Because now Chip is making me check my sanity on this. I'm like, no, that's a thing.
I'm not a smart man, but I do know how gravity works.
But you know what? Okay. We did Guardians.
I've seen
that
it
was
in like
the day
Forrest Gump where the rain comes up from the bottom, but he was like walking through like waist high.
Right, that's the joke.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Oh, I missed it.
No, it's okay. It was a bad joke to begin with.
Where's the sound effects?
I don't know. They've been quiet recently. It's been peaceful. Anyway, that was the day that apparently people took photos of Spaceship Earth, and it looked like that there was a tornado behind Spaceship Earth. In reality, it was like a low pressure thing, the funnel cloud. It wasn't a true funnel cloud. Whatever it was, didn't actually touch the ground doing damage. Minus, I think Mark said it best, it was forced perspective, because that thing was actually like 10 miles away from Epcot and the Walt Disney World Resort area. So it didn't go anywhere near Walt Disney World Resort. It was over much further than Kissimmee.
What I read is that it couldn't get a park pass reservation for Epcot that day, so it didn't come.
Touche, my friend, on the bench. So anyway, we got out of Dodge. We were like, I'm out of here. As soon as the rain gets heavy, and like I followed the radar, and I was like, let's go. So you run to the car, and then you get in the car, and the car's now wet. So I do want to mention this. Two things over at Epcot. I know Joey was over there earlier that day. Toy Story store. It's the Toy Soldier, not Toy Story store. It's the Toy Soldier store in UK has finally reopened. Sad week for the UK, but good news for us here at the UK, where the Toy Soldier store has reopened.
Step by step, heart to heart, left, right, left, we all fall down.
Are you doing like a mashup of two songs? Because one sounded like New Kids on the Block, and the other one sounded like
Tiffany? That's a Toy Soldier song.
Oh, Martika. Wow. I can't name an entertainment person in any movie, but I can remember Martika, man.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from. Good on you for a Martika song.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's 80s day.
80s day. I'm going to transform now and roll out. I do want to mention this though. Space 220 has been really good to us, and we enjoy going to Space 220 between talking with executive pastry chef Michael Gabriel on our podcast a few months ago. We also cover a lot of the patina restaurant groups, restaurants down here at Disney Springs and Disney World. They sent us a few packs of the new Space 220 trading cards. Big week for trading cards, Chip. Don't you
have the full set of those?
I do now.
Okay.
Yeah, the opening day they were like giving out packs. Well, when we went there for media event, they were giving out a few packs, and then over time I've collected. There's 3 planets per one, and then this one has 3 new planet collections. Each planet has 6 cards per planet. So now they're up to 6 planets total, but the older sets are now being retired as of tomorrow. So you can get new.
I was thinking of Gideon's. That's the sets I was thinking of.
Oh, I have the menu sets. They came out with trading cards also. If you buy like 3 cookies, you get a trading card. Or if you spend $40 online or something, you get a trading card. No, I have the full set of Gideon's menus.
Oh, okay.
I am missing 1 month. Out of 2 years, I'm missing 1 month. And I have the pre-opening cards on that also. So,
which month are you missing? Maybe someone can send it to you.
February of 2021.
So if you have February 2021,
I have other cards to trade them for it.
There you go. Hey.
Or, as we all know, money does talk also.
I'm sure someone will give it to you. I mean, it's just more of a pride thing, I guess. Is that the word I'm looking for?
It is for me, because I want the whole set. So I have everything but 1 month. Yeah, it'll happen. I could probably call Steve and get him on the podcast and talk him into.
Yeah, back him in a corner.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. That would be great. Hey, come on the Chip and Company Podcast Network. We'll back you into a corner. Furthermore, over at different parks.
No one puts baby in a corner, Greg.
Wow. We really are going 80s here today. And there's the sound machine. Yeah. Oh, I missed him. We need a name for the sound machine. Chuck.
Well, we can't call him Gary. Chuck. We already have a Gary.
Yeah. We already have Kiwi, a.k.a. Mr. Pickles, who is your bird who joined us on yesterday's podcast.
That is his stage name, Mr. Pickles.
I did not know he had a stage name. I am glad that your girls gave him a stage name, since now he's world famous. Kiwi, a.k.a. Mr. Pickles. Over at Animal Kingdom, speaking of animals, we saw the new... Thank you very much. Wait, after 101 episodes, I have finally figured out how to do a segue. I think Joey, I'm going to say Joey was over there with her husband, Michael.
You're jumping over the commercial, though.
I'm going backwards. So, yeah, the Toy Soldier store in UK opened. And, Chip, I do believe it's time for a commercial.
All right.
Do you love Chip and Company podcast? Be sure to head over to chipandco.com for even more Disney Parks news, entertainment, and review podcast. Chip and Company has been delivering the best in Disney news, planning tips, and more since 2009. And now you can get that news in an audio-only format, now 5 days a week. Every Monday, join Mark and Greg for Diz Life Podcast and start your week off the right way by living your best Disney life. Tuesday is our news and review podcast discussing the latest breaking news from the Walt Disney Corporation. Every Wednesday, we're discussing the best of Disney parks with Chip and Greg. Thursdays have Mark and Greg breaking down the top headlines of the week in And Company, a weekly news roundup. And don't forget to tune into Extra every single weekend, where we give you a deep dive on the biggest topic of the week. Get that extra dose of Disney in your weekly commute, your time on the treadmill, or even just relaxing around the house. So what are you waiting for? Head over to chipandco.com today and become part of the fastest growing podcast network in the Disney community. We hope that you enjoyed today's podcast, and thank you for being a part of our podcast family.
And what a great podcast family this is. And if people are out there wondering, Chip and I actually have conversations like this in real life. This isn't just for the podcast. This is how you and I actually talk.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you're getting is what we do when we're walking the parks or whatever.
Right, exactly. So Joey and her husband Michael, they got over to Animal Kingdom. They saw the new Vans, the 50th anniversary Vault Collection, Disney X Vans slip on.
What's the X for?
Disney crossover with Vans. So it's like they're doing it together. And doing it well. Oh, see, I slipped in a 90s R&B song or an 80s R&B song on you.
That's
yeah.
80s?
Yeah, that is.
Sorry, I only listen to metal in the 80s.
LL Cool J in the 80s?
No.
I'm telling you that. Okay. Anyway.
Didn't you do something with Anthrax?
Yes.
Or am I thinking of Public Enemy?
Anthrax and Public Enemy did a song together called Bring the Noise.
Yeah.
Bass, how low can you go? Death
Row.
What a brother know. Once again, that is the incredible Rhyme Animal, the incredible D Public Enemy #1.
Bobo said freeze, and I got numb.
I told you I got that thing. Remember?
Yeah,
I'm a huge Anthrax fan.
I don't remember much from the 80s, but I remember that song for some reason.
Then they had the I'm the Man song that was pretty good. That was another rap crossover well before the 90s. Yeah, they were just making great music. Thrash music. Apparently, you and I both like thrash music back in the 80s.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, man. So anyway, the new slip-on Vans are out at the Vault stores now. They showed up. Have a nice Mickey on there, but they are Vans. I think Vans did a good job with this collection, and it does have an 80s vibe to all of it. It still has the checkerboard, still has all that. We also saw the new, hard to find, Starbucks Mickey Tumbler. I guess there's one for each park. So this one was the Animal Kingdom version. Again, it was a really cool tumbler. It was heavier, like it was almost porcelain instead of just being no, it is tumbler-esque. Never mind. Skip everything I just said about the tumbler. It was a tumbler. I don't know what I was talking about for a second.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to begin with. So
nope. Again, just like our conversations. Over in Dinoland USA, Chip, I thought this was sad. More has been removed from in that section of the park. The Dinoland Diner, which looked like the trailer that was over there in Dinoland, is now gone. Just gone. No word on what happened. No word on if it's ever coming back. Maybe they pulled it in the back and were like, hey, let's work on it back here instead of in front of people. Or it's just gone.
Do you remember what they served there? Was it French fries?
No, I do not remember Dinoland Diner.
Pieces of dinosaur?
Yes. If you ever watch the Flintstones, the Stegosaurus ribs that they would sell, or Brontosaurus ribs, whatever that was, that tipped the car over, that's what they sold.
It says that they sold churros.
Well,
churros.
Of course it's sold out, or it's closed down, because the churros at Walt Disney World are not.
Corn chip pie with Walt's chili, hot dogs, churros, and drinks.
It was a snack cart.
Yeah, I never eaten there.
Maybe that's why it's gone. Furthermore, in different collections we saw, have you seen the ghost candles that we put up on Instagram?
Yeah, I had to ask Joey what they were.
Well, here's the problem. When you line them all up, they look like the Canadians from South Park. And the mouth's just open all the way. Exactly.
Hey, buddy.
But when you get close to them, they actually have little ooh, like their mouths are ooh, boo. I don't know how to do that mouth sound effect. I mean, so anyway, their mouths are open like you're making the ooh.
Hey, guy.
Sound.
What's happening, buddy?
Don't you body me, sir. But if you line all those candles up, like, and one looked like it was peeking out from behind the other one, like, what are you doing? Like, all right, go settle down. You got to check.
At least they don't have pumpkin pants on.
Not going to do it. Mickey and his pumpkin pants are my favorite. At least it's not a Mickey cupcake. Mickey pumpkin cupcake.
Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
Yeah. We'll stick with Mickey pumpkin pants. That's perfect. I got over to the Grand Floridian again because I was doing another run through Magic Kingdom. And finally, again, we talked about the loungefly they had earlier. They had in stock the Grand Floridian loungefly ears that match the bag. And Chip, when I tell you I literally watched every single one get sold out in about 5 minutes, I really mean I literally had to hold on to the one I had until you were like, thank you, it's great. And then I put them down finally because people were like fighting over them. It's like, I didn't realize.
Two people buying them all up?
There was probably 10 people there.
Okay.
And they bought them all up. Like, they were definitely grabbing more than one.
Yeah, I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, and it was definitely like, Cindy, I got like 10 here. How many do you need? You need 13? Great, I'll grab more, kind of thing. Like, you could hear people on the phone, like, coordinating with others.
Yeah.
It was a little sickening. I had it in my hand. I just took pictures, and then I was like, I was going to put them down, but instead I threw it into the middle of the room like a grenade and watched everybody. It's exactly. Oh no! Oh no!
The dog's going.
Oh, no.
They did not like that.
No, we have just learned something, Chip.
Is that the sound that you heard when you threw the ears on the ground?
That was everything right there. The whole bit. Dude, those dogs hated whatever you just did. Do not ever do that to those poor dogs again. Oh man, are they next to you, like staring at you, like what?
No,
it's like that. The TikTok trend or Instagram trend of like bark at your dog and see what they do. We just learned that your dogs will kill you. Oh man,
we do the TikTok thing where you pick up your phone and you say like certain words that they know, like HIKE, and you act like you're talking on the phone and saying those words, and they go crazy.
Yeah, my dogs just look at me like, yeah, okay, Dad, whatever. My dogs don't give a crap about anything. My dogs are apathetic. So after throwing the grenade into the crowd of the ears, I went over to Magic Kingdom. It's exactly what happened with the ears. That's funny. Oh man, those dogs were angry for a second, Chip.
I'm sure those people were too when you threw that set of ears in there.
I wish I could get that on video. It's like you just have the last one and you're like, let me see what happens if I throw it in the middle of everybody.
Rip the tag off with your teeth and just throw it.
Like it's a grenade. There's a TikTok trend to not start. Oh man. We saw Tron Construction. The construction is moving along really well. They are putting down pavement. What's really cool is they're doing it in sections. So obviously it's going to look like pieces are put together. When the sun is out, it sparkles really cool in the sun. And then we got to see the train still 50 feet apart, but more work has been done in that area.
The tracks done?
The tracks are not complete. And it's getting very close to October 1st. So I don't think it's going to open then, but I think it's going to open by the end of the year.
Yeah, I would say. I'm thinking it's going to open before Christmas. So I'm thinking the beginning of December, the train will be done.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you got a good feel of when Disney's going to open stuff. We did see over at Uptown Jewelers, after we got off Tron, we went back to Main Street. We saw the new Loungefly teacup, Mad Hatter teacup bag, which is not a normal like mini backpack that people are thinking of. It's more of a clutch kind of thing, and it actually looks like it's 3 different of the teacup rides, so 3 teacups stacked on top of each other to make a actual bag. And then the top looks like it has tea in it. So that bag collection, really cool. If it was a backpack, I would have debated buying it. I'm not a clutch person. I don't know about you. I don't even know what a clutch really looks like. I think that's just words I heard my wife use once or twice. I'm now making this up as I go.
Same here. I hear the words.
I wish I knew. Center Street, which is the street outside of Uptown Jewelers, leads to the back where Pandora is. They've been working on this street for a while now. They're fixing the drainage, but which you could not tell because it was soaked. But they're putting in new curbing, new pavement. They're putting in new bricks in that section. It's about halfway done, I would say. So hopefully it'll be done by Christmas time, I would think. Further construction news, a power and light company over there is got a lot of work going on. The outside is actually going to get the same blue that Tron Light Cycle Run will have. So they're redoing the outside, getting rid of some of the awning, cleaning up some of the corners, putting in new pillars. It's not, I don't even know if it's going to continue being called Power and Light Company, but there's a lot of work being done that it says it's going to be open November 6th. I don't believe that in the minute. So we'll see what happens, but Power and Light, they're moving along, man. Like you see all these construction people working over there and they just have a ton of people doing a ton of work. So good for Disney for having so many workers getting this stuff done. In more light up ear news, Chip, we did get to see the Maleficent Ears. Is it Maleficent or Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Maleficent. New light up ears that she has at the Magic Kingdom. 4 different settings on the ears. So either like the blue blinks or the green blinks. Or they all blink together, or they all fade in and out. Again, I think they're doing a really good job on the headbands. The only thing is the price, $30, man. Seems a little steep to have something blink on your head.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah. Wakanda Forever is due out. Marvel's Wakanda Forever is due out in a few weeks here. Disney has finally started putting Wakanda Forever collection out. There is a Black Panther mask that is really well done. So if you ever see that, I saw the collection in a few places. So I'm just going to talk about the collection as a whole. Okay. The mask is for sale over at Marketplace Co-op in Disney Springs. The part of the collection is for sale at World of Disney and at Marketplace Co-op, and then also in Tomorrowland they have more of the collection, so it's kind of spread out between 3 stores, and it is brilliant. Like they have shorts, they have shirts, they have pants, they have a jacket. They have so much available for the Wakanda Forever. I want to say it's like a purple and black, mauve and black. I don't know, I'm not good with colors either. Entertainment, colors, and bag selection, I'm just not good with. We're just checking off more.
When they announced all that blue sky stuff for Magic Kingdom and whatnot, they missed a really good opportunity. I think Disney could have built Wakanda in Animal Kingdom, like back in the back where the train used to take you.
How cool would that be? Oh no, you're right on, man. I've heard that idea in different forms a few times, and it is simply a brilliant idea, and I hope Disney hears fans like you and I a little bit more on that. And I don't know what the legalities are of having Black Panther here at a Disney park because he is an Avenger.
Yeah, but he was after like the whole agreement was signed with Universal. I think they could get away with it. I don't know.
I would think they could, and I agree with you. I hope that is a thing. Furthermore, and it's due out soon. You and I got to see the trailer for it. Mm-hmm. Did the trailer make you excited to see it?
I was working, so
You did have your head down. I was recording at that point.
Yeah, that was your turn to record. It was my turn to post.
Yeah. The trailer,
I heard it. It sounded really cool.
Oh my god, it's so cool looking. Like I am really looking forward to Wakanda Forever. Can't wait to see who the new Black Panther is, which we probably know, but we're not going to say. But furthermore, in Disney parks, before we go off on Marvel for a while, There's new DVC and annual pass holder limited release Halloween pins that are really cool looking. One has like 2 ghosts on it. The other one has Mickey in his pumpkin pants. I don't know why Mickey is always in his pumpkin pants. But yeah, those are limited release. We saw them at Frontier Trading Company, the pin store over at Magic Kingdom. Those again looked awesome. Really happy to see those. So if you get a chance to go see them, go see them. I'm trying to pull up the picture right now. It's coming to me. It is right there. So yeah, one says "Boo to You" and has Mickey in his pumpkin pants, which is the Disney Vacation Club one. And then the annual pass holder one has like 2 ghosts hugging and Mickey and Minnie on the outside. And it makes a heart. Really cool pins.
Do you know if you have to show your DVC or AP to buy those?
I don't know. I would imagine you do. I think so. Depending on what we bought in the past, normally on DVC stuff, they do ask you.
Okay.
They become a little strict about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lose your train of thought?
I did. You threw me up. You threw me up. I was on to the next thing, and you asked me something about the last thing, and I was like, "Oh yeah," but I didn't want to ignore you. So
that's why there's a list, Greg.
There is a list. I'm looking. I had to pull up the list. Like I have multiple things going on in front of me all the time. Like my ADHD really comes out sometimes. We got to see Oogie Boogie and Nightmare Before Christmas has a lot more stuff out this year. There's a new Oogie Boogie candy bowl, which looks like him spinning his slot wheel or spinny wheel, or round and round it goes, where it stops nobody knows kind of thing. What do you like? Carnival game spinny thingy. What do you call those things? Wheel of Death games. Whatever.
The Price is Right wheel?
Yes. No. But that, and they have ears with a pair of dice, and the dice is like a little pin that's in the ears. So there's new Oogie Boogie candy bowl and Oogie Boogie ears that showed up at the Magic Kingdom the other day. That was awesome to see. I'm going to finish up this section of the parks with. We left, and because we're over at Grand Floridian, I left by going to the Grand Floridian. There is a cast member I just want to point out real quick, and her name is Esther. And I made sure to ask her if she wouldn't mind if I posted and wouldn't mind if I took pictures. And she was like, please go ahead. Esther works with Goofy. She has a Goofy puppet that will talk to you, but Goofy is dressed fully in the Grand Floridian greeters outfit, the ones who work the carport. So Goofy looks like he's perfectly a cast member. Like she obviously spent a lot of time and energy sewing this outfit for the Goofy puppet, and it looks tremendous. And she will be out there all the time greeting families as they come into the Grand Floridian. She is so sweet and so nice, and I want to give a special recognition this week to Esther, who works the carport area at the Grand Floridian. Her and Goofy work together over there. I did not know Goofy worked there, so good on Goofy for having a day job.
She's over there where Richard, who used to work, he was a longtime greeter at the Grand Floridian.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Back in 2018, but yeah, she's over there where he is now.
Can I just say it's really cool that we have to shout out like special workers at the carports? Like, remember the guy who used to greet you at what was that place? The Port Orleans Riverside. Like there was a gentleman over there who became famous for being a greeter because it's the first person you see, and they're always happy and they're always really genuine and nice. Good on Disney for having people like that.
Yeah, I loved Richard. He was really nice.
Yeah,
I've not met Esther, but I will next time I'm over there.
I'm telling you, get a picture with her, Goofy, hanging out there. So, all right, Chip, and then it's a commercial.
All right.
Hey guys, Diz Life Mark here, and I want to tell you all about the official travel partner here at Chip & Company. Let our good friend Sarah at Destination to Travel help you plan your next Disney vacation. Sarah specializes in planning dream vacations for your family. She's an authorized Disney vacation planner, and she can help with every step of your magical vacation. The best thing is that her services are 100% free. Want to travel beyond Disney? Sarah has you covered there too. Want to find out more? Fill out a trip request form over at the website at Chip & Co. or email her directly at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com. What are you waiting for? Start planning that dream vacation today. Email her at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com.
Gosh, I was so far away from the mic. I was trying to pull up Instagram as quick as I could because we're going to talk about something, and I actually have no clue what it is.
I've been a little slow today on the commercials and the buttons and the stuff and the music.
That's okay.
There's like a delay today when I click on it.
There is nothing wrong with having a delay.
I think it was the Google Chrome update I just received.
We can blame it on anybody you want.
Google. Blame Google.
Dang you, Google. There is 3 new Magic Bands we saw the other day. One of them was Villains. The other, Magic Band Plus, by the way. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I say this correctly. New Magic Band Plus. We have a Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway with the bird. Oh my gosh.
The bird.
The bird. With the bird. Not Kiwi, mind you. AKA Mr. Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
But the bird, I can't remember what's his name, man.
It's the one where they messed up his name.
Yes. Fluffy, Foofle, Flea,
Chubby or Cubby?
Cubby, Chubby, Cubby.
We were talking about that when we were walking through Disneyland's Runaway Railway construction.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. With Mr. Bob Chapek.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. New Villains one, and there's also a new Princess Jasmine Magic Band Plus. It kind of matches her collection that is out now at Disney style. We got to see Donald.
I'm actually impressed that Joey was able to hold all 3 of those together and make that really good video.
She did a great job. She's really stepping up.
She showed you up.
Whoa.
I've never seen you hold 3 of them and do that good of a video like that.
I can't take 3 at once, Chip.
Sorry, man. Gotta keep practicing.
That's okay. I'm good. Anyway, can we move on now? Are you done throwing me under the bus?
Yeah.
All right, because I could sit here and do nothing for a few minutes. All of a sudden, our listener drop-off rate is like, pew, all 3 people were listening, and now it's down to 1. That's the sound of the Chip and Company Podcast Network right now. We got to see Daisy and Donald over there, along with Chip and Dale. It's just cool to see Donald and Daisy and everybody back at Dino Bash. Love character interactions. Furthermore, over at Hollywood Studios,
Donald lost his temper on that video.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you have to go to our Instagram and see that. It's so good. It is so good. She got 2 really good Donald and Daisy interactions this week because she got the Hollywood Studios one, and that one was really good too because Donald was shunned by Daisy, and then they made up.
Yeah.
So 2 really good Instagrams.
I'm just watching this, and she's just basically just like, a typical wife or girlfriend. She's just shaking her head at him.
Yeah, that's Holly all the time. She literally she should have tattooed "What in the world is wrong with you?" and she just shakes her head. Like every episode, she'll say that once to me. There is now scaffolding that you could see up at Woody's Barbecue, which is going to be the new restaurant over in Hollywood Studios in Toy Story Land. It's supposed to open by the end of 2023, so it looks like they're getting the signs up and doing some outside work on the new building. So that was really cool to see. And then, of course, we saw the new Hollywood Studios Starbucks mug.
Not to be confused with a tumbler.
Which is what I did earlier. I confused the tumbler and the mug. This one is the Hollywood Studios mug, which is porcelain and really nice looking. It's got that purplish outside to it that looks cool.
And if you drop them, they shatter everywhere because I can't tell you how many I've lost.
Can I just tell you, I don't know what is wrong with Florida, but why every floor in Florida, if it doesn't have carpet, it's really hard.
Tile, yeah.
It's all tile, and I can't even put up too many ornaments on my tree at Christmas time because they'll all fall off and break. Like they don't even bounce; they're just broken. Got over to Disney Springs this week, Chip, which I love getting over to in the morning. It's really peaceful. You can get through almost the whole Springs and get everything you want done without too many people there. We got to see the new, at World of Disney, the new Rose Gold Happiest Place on Earth mini ears, which we happened to see at D23, and then boom, they are at Walt Disney World. So I thought that was really cool. On the side, it does say Happiest Place on Earth, and they look like confetti ears, only they're rose gold. Really cute looking of those. We got to see a new Haunted Mansion overcoat. Again, not for Floridians because it's very heavy overcoat. But if you are traveling from any of the cold weather, from anywhere up north, this is a really cool coat. It has the Haunted Mansion stuff on there that you want to check out. There is a new collection coming out to Disney called Castles of Disney. Or Castles of Disney Collection is what it's called. Right now, we got to see the new Tumbler that's out with it, and it had Cinderella Castle on it. But they have a shirt and a few other things that have all 6 castles on it, which I thought was really cool. That is a new collection. There's actually a few other new collections coming out, too. So I do believe, Chip, that there is something called the Ride Collection. We got to see the Mad Hatter stuff, which I'll talk about in a second. But I do want to mention there was like 2 pieces from the Dumbo collection. There was 1 piece from the Carousel collection. So there's going to be more to those collections also for each ride. The Mad Hatter collection had the most. It had a really cool tea platter. It had a teapot, which looks like the Mad Hatter tea cups with the mouse that comes out of the lid. That is the centerpiece to Mad Hatter's teacups. There was a large mug. Then there was a smaller mug that had a lid that showed the teacups themselves. And then there was also the giant teacup. So the Mad Hatter collection, and people went nuts on our Instagram. And I did a post article about it. And people loved that article because people love Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter teacups. What is it? Mad Hatter teacups?
Sure.
Where did that voice come from? Like, sure. Whatever
it's
you
allergy
say.
Season here in North Carolina.
You're going to sound like you're from Reno. Try Johnny Squaga's Golden Nugget, honey. You'll love it. Go to the buffet, and then you want to try the slots.
Did you talk about the Aristocats collection? Did we skip that one?
Where did I see the Aristocrats collection?
Aristocats. It was below the ghost candles on our notes.
I did miss that.
Yeah, when you mentioned collections, there was 2 big collections that released this past
I'm glad you said that name because I always mess that up with a certain movie about a bad joke. So Aristocats. There is a new Aristocats collection out also. Chip?
There's a pillow. There is a Marie. It looks like a statue. It's like a golden kind of statue.
Oh, I did see that. That was cool.
And let's see. There's stuff with looks like a notebook. Yeah, a notebook with the Eiffel Tower and the Aristocats on there. A blanket. Throw blanket. Yeah, there's the pillow again. So yeah, there's that.
Man, people love Marie. Like I've seen people almost like throwing a grenade in a room. You throw out Marie in Walt Disney World, people go nuts. So there's going to be a whole ride collection. We talked about the Mad Hatter one. It was cool to see Aristocats collection. Wakanda collection is out there. One of the things I do want to talk about is we got over to the Ganachery and said hello to head chef Amanda, who runs the Ganachery and is the head chocolatier is what her name is.
We should get her on the podcast.
I 100% agree. Next time I see her, I will ask her to join us. I'm pulling up the picture because I want to say this correctly because it is so, the mini ghost Pinata. It is dark chocolate sphere filled with marshmallow treats. You beat it open with a hammer that they give you, and it is so good. The marshmallow treats inside are really good. The chocolate that they make it out of is some of the best chocolate I ever had, and it really looks like Minnie is a ghost.
I do not see that on Instagram. Did we write that up? Or
no, we did not do anything about it.
Oh, did it get lost in the shuffle?
I'm going to say yes. You were in charge of that.
Okay. Did you take the pictures, or was that Joey?
No, I took the pictures. I even sent him in. I was like, I don't know if you want to do anything with this. And you were like, I don't know.
Yeah. Was that when we got like a whole...
There was a whole lot that came in at once, man. I was just throwing stuff in there. Joey was throwing stuff in there. Like, there was a lot of stuff being thrown at you.
All right. Saturday it is. Tune in on Saturday.
Saturday it is. I will post it on Instagram when we are done. See, folks, that's how articles get written around here.
All right. It's on the schedule.
There it is. The mini ghost pinata. It's so good. You got to see this, folks. We will post it. And then finally, Chip, one thing I do want to talk about, especially that the Christmas holiday season is coming up upon us. We're about to start a new endeavor here of working with Give Kids the World. We are going to have our own donations page this Christmas for people to donate, and all the proceeds will go straight to Give Kids the World. Give Kids the World is an organization, and you know what it is. I'm telling the people out there. Yep. Give Kids the World is a village down here in Central Florida, which is like 5 miles from Disney, 7 miles from Universal. It's an 89-acre nonprofit in Central Florida that provides critically ill children and their families a week-long magical vacation with no cost to the family. They work with Make-A-Wish Foundation. What happens is Make-A-Wish grants a wish to a child. And then if the child and the family are like, we want to go to Disney, or we want to go to Universal, or we want to do anything, Give Kids the World then takes over, and they provide everything. They provide the lodging. They provide everything. So every Wish family is treated to transportation, accommodations, donated theme park tickets, all meals, all snacks, nightly entertainment, daily gifts, unique interactive experiences at the village. The village has its own Ferris wheel. Carousel that is beautiful. Like, I can't say enough amazing things about Give Kids the World. But we were invited over there to enjoy the first 2 episodes that were done along with 2 special children that are alumni of Give Kids the World, and from Hasbro's immensely popular children's show, PJ Masks. I did not know how big PJ Masks was, but I asked my daughter from Philly and my grandkids, and apparently for the last 2 Halloweens, they have been PJ Masks. So that's how big. It's huge. So Hasbro, PJ Masks, and Give Kids the World partnered together to give 2 alumni a once-in-a-lifetime experience fit for real-life superheroes. This summer, the PJ Masks and Give Kids the World selected 2 very special kids to write and cameo in their very own PJ Masks in Real Life Kid Hero Edition. The series is really successful on YouTube with over 300 million views. It was so amazing to be there to watch these kids. And just to give you a background on the 2 kids that it was done for 2 kids. One was named Kellen and one was named Madison. Resident of Roseville. I got to read this because I couldn't just riff this one, and I want to give respect to this. A resident of Roseville, California, Kalen was diagnosed with a very high-risk acute lymphatic leukemia in April 2019 at age 4. Bravely won his battle against a rare blood cancer 2 years later. So this kid is a survivor and is going to live a healthy and wonderful life. And they were granted a wish and stayed to Give Kids. And then Madison is from Portland, Oregon, and she has hypotonic cerebral palsy. And she makes a daily commitment to bring joy and passion to her life. She's one of 6 people in the world with her rare genetics and only one who is symptomatic. So Give Kids the World and PJ Masks is proud to celebrate both Kellen and Madison's stories with an event, and we got to have breakfast, Chip. We had ice cream for breakfast, my friend, yesterday.
Nice.
It was the first time since the pandemic I got into the village and actually got into where they feed the kids, because normally they really keep everybody apart. Like, they don't let the outside world in it. They make this special for the kids. So being invited in there to have breakfast in there, as I sat down with my ice cream and my waffles and my sausage and more ice cream, Mayor Clayton, who is the mayor of Give Kids the World Village, he's a giant bunny, came over and took selfies with me. Nice. I was like, this is such a cool day. Like, already, there's a dog who rides a car named Coda that was over there. People from Gatorland were over there, and I got to hold an alligator, my friend. That was pretty interesting. We got to meet
that little dog in the car. Was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Dude, that little dog in the car is more famous than anybody.
Really?
Oh, that little dog like has fans and following, and like every event they're like, can you bring Coda? Kids love that dog. Yeah, and the dog is just so chill, man. Just sits back in the car like, I'm cool.
Yeah, with sunglasses on and everything.
Had his own Sunday in the back of his had like a Red Rider flyer vehicle. Red Flyer vehicle, not Red Rider. That's a BB gun.
Radio flyer.
Yeah, so the dog is really famous. We got to meet Catboy, Owlette, and Gecko from PJ Masks, which are the red, green, and blue. And then we got to watch the 2 episodes that was over there. So I just wanted to spend a few moments and gush about Give Kids the World. We have done many events with them over the years, Chip. You have worked with them. I've worked with them together for Chip and Company. We believe in their mission over there. We love everything that they do. So be on the lookout. We will be within the next 2 weeks announcing a Give Kids the World Chip and Company donation page where
we actually have the page up. If you go to Give Kids the World website and go up and click the little magnifying glass and search, if you type in Chip and Co. or Chip and Company, we show up.
There it is. So it's already set up. That is awesome. If you guys would like to donate, please go to Give Kids the World, search for Chip and Company. It'll be on there. We'll be making announcements and writing it in articles and letting everybody know. Christmas time, we know people are in a very giving spirit, hence why we will really push it hard during Christmas. But this is something that we're going to be doing all year long, because in the off months, it's harder to get people to donate at that time because a lot of world stuff and whatever's going on. So we encourage you to go to Give Kids the World and do check out Chip and Company. Our page is up there if you would like to donate.
All the money goes to them. None of it goes to us.
Yeah, it doesn't even pass through our hands. It literally goes straight to the organization. We are just advertising and it is under our name. But all money goes directly to the organization. Nothing passes through our personal hands. We have nothing to do with it. We just are celebrating what Give Kids the World Village does for these amazing kids and families. And I have a real belief in this organization. So check it out, everybody. Chip, anything else you got going on this week, my friend?
Nice weather this weekend, so I'll probably be out hiking.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. I love that it's getting cooler up there. I can't wait for it to cool off a little bit down here in about 3 months when we have little summer.
Little summer.
Yeah.
The weather this weekend here is going to be, it's 88 now, 72 on Friday, 76 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday.
Wow, man. That's awesome.
78, 75. I mean, that's just, for me, 76 degrees is like the perfect temperature.
It is going to be 94, 95, 92, 92, 92, 91.
These temperatures this weekend
are kind of like summer temperatures in Erie.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we may break our spell of 90s next Wednesday.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Summertime and the living's easy.
I don't know how you open your windows down there. When I lived down there, we never opened our windows.
You also like to keep a hotel
Arctic. Cold?
Arctic. Like I've never been so cold in my entire life, other than when I didn't have heat on in the middle of winter during a snowstorm. So think of the Antarctic, and then that's Chip's favorite weather.
Yep.
Wow,
like
it
it
was
cool.
cold. Yep. So
Poor Mark
yeah,
got
man.
sick.
Poor Mark. You killed Mark. You killed the poor guy. Oh man.
If it wasn't like if the air conditioner wasn't right next to the couch, like if there was a bed over there, I would have taken that. But there's no way I was going to sleep on the couch. I could.
No, you own the company, man. You don't have to sleep on the couch.
No, it's not that. It's just my back would have been killing me. I would have got up like an old man every day.
Dude, speaking of that, I woke up like an old man. I finally stopped yesterday. Like I've literally been going since before D23. I didn't go to a park yesterday. Oh, I went to Give Kids the World, but that was hanging out and doing cool things. Like I didn't go to a park. I didn't run around. I literally came home and was like, I ain't doing nothing. And today I woke up, I was like, oh, like every muscle in my body hurt. It was a chore moving. So anyway, we have Screamageddon, my friend, on Friday.
So jealous.
I can't wait to paintball some zombies. I will get better video this year because I know what I'm doing this time.
Yeah.
I will do a better job of Screamageddon because I already know what it is, and I love it. It's my favorite Halloween event here in Central Florida.
You need to, while you're shooting the zombies and everything, if you don't start going, get some.
I gotta figure out how to mount. I gotta bring a clip with me somehow to mount the phone on there because I need two hands to shoot, and it's really hard to hold the phone while I'm shooting. I was with some really good people last year, so.
Well, you just have someone tell them, someone that's just standing there or not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just
hold my phone.
No, just have them be your tripod. Just put your gun on their shoulder, hold the camera with your left hand, and then mount the gun on their shoulder and start firing away.
Yeah. Well, I could do that.
I mean, it's
if anybody would like to join us, if you hear this and you would like to join us on Friday, send Chip an email and we will send you 2 free tickets. We have an extra pair of tickets. So if you're listening and you would like to join us on Friday, we have 2 tickets for Screamageddon. I think the tickets are actually good for any day, but it'd be more fun if you joined us. And I threw that out last minute, but I do have 2 free tickets that I can give away. Nice. So if you hear this and would like to go to Screamageddon, everybody's like, nope, I ain't going to Screamageddon. This is a Disney show.
Like, if we don't hear anything by Friday, we should put them up on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Sounds great to me. All right, man. As always, this has been a fun episode. Yeah, we could just keep talking like this, but now we're running over time. So let's end it right here. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to the Best of Disney Parks here at the Chip and Company Podcast Network. I seriously appreciate every single listener that we have here. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like the episode, send us a message. If you don't like us, send us a message saying you don't like us. If you like us, thanks. Chip, as always, my friend, you get the last word.
Well, Mr. Pickles told me that we did not pay him for being on the show yesterday, so he's demanding birdseed and sunflower seeds, and I'm trying to think what else he eats. Apples.
Fruit.
Pears.
I will. Does he eat oranges?
No oranges. You can't have citrus.
Okay. All right.
No citrus.
I will figure out something.
Sunflower seeds for being on the show.
Kiwi, aka Mr. Pickles. I can't believe the bird has a stage name. I don't even have a stage name. This bird's becoming demanding. Well, he may not show up again on this podcast. I'm just saying. You get too demanding. You and I are both like, yeah. All right. So seeds. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we will end on a Mr. Pickles routine. As always, my friends, end of line.
Bye, everybody.